Hi everyone, it's Mario Vegas and welcome back to Armored Warfare. This time let's take a look at the Centurion AVRE, which is a Tier 8 premium main battle tank. Let's start with the defense. It is very well protected tank with a great hull and turret protection values. Armor is made of steel and it is covered with ERA protection as well that gives additional protection against ammunition with HE warheads. If we take a look at this tank in armor calculator, then we can see its frontal part is very well protected with only these small patches vulnerable against attack. If we look at protection in upgrade module tab, then we can see this tank has enhanced crew protection that decreases crew damage rates by 50%. Engineering kit increases internal module repair speed by 30% and gives a plus 40% internal module protection. And this wonderful dozer blade gives additional 100% ramming damage on top of that, what it gives as a protection from the frontal part of this tank. Regarding firepower, this tank has a 165mm demolition gun with aim time 10 seconds. You must be kidding me. 10 seconds, it is a serious disadvantage in this fast-paced game. Would you agree with that? That means you must be lucky at first and catch a chance to score in PvP matches. Well, it's intriguing. A reload time is 15 seconds. It is very long as well. Depression is good, -9 degrees. And that means that with this Centurion, you can exploit hull down positioning advantages and hide its already small weak spot on its belly, making this tank kind of a fortress in these kind of positions. This tank has a very good turret traverse, 47.98 degrees per second. Absolutely good. And only one ammunition choice, which is 165mm hash ammunition with very, very good damage rates. 1100. Penetration 550mm is average. It's not bad. It's not bad, but it's average. However, accuracy for this ammunition is tremendous. Bad. 0.4 accuracy. Wow. This is lowest in the game. Basically, you what? Aim for 15 seconds, hoping that the opponent will be careless or stupid enough to sit still and let you aim all that time. And then you guess, will your shell land on that target or not? What do you think? Of course, it is a bit of exaggeration, but not far from truth. However, accuracy will improve by another 10% when gunner will reach level 5. So it will be at least around the point 325 accuracy at that point. And reload time will improve by 2.5% from load skill at level 5. This tank has another couple of good modules that will increase firepower, like for example, improved gun stabilizer that will improve accuracy by another 20% when it will be unlocked, and improved gun optics that will increase accuracy by 10%. And finally, AVRE fire control system that will improve accuracy while firing and traversing hull. Well, it can be handy in some situations. Let's check mobility. Well, I tell you that this tank has no mobility. Of course, it is exaggeration. Look at that. Maximum speed 34 kilometers per hour. Reverse speed 19 kilometers per hour. Acceleration 9.46 seconds and hull traverse 30.86 degrees per second. Well, it is very, very slow and slowly maneuverable tank. And this is one thing what we should bear in mind, not to be mistaken by its very good protection frontally, and not to going into the duels to fight, because our long reload and this not satisfying mobility will be very, very big disadvantage, and we will lose pretty much any duel. Last bits about stats to mention: poor camo and vision range, 340 meters. This tank has two special abilities: defense and rapid fire. Well, rapid fire is suitable only for close range combat, only because it tremendously decreases your accuracy, and we have already accuracy 0.4 by stock, so only in close ranges. And therefore, as our Centurion AVRE is not a really brawler tank, it cannot withstand any normal duels due to its sluggishness and longer load times. Then I would opt for this skill for defense. That will give us acceleration boost 200%, hull traverse 30%, rate of fire 10%, and module damage 25%. However, maximum speed will decrease by 66.67%, which will not be a problem if we will gonna sit in hull down position. What I would like to suggest to do with this tank, because it has a very good frontal protection, dozer blade, and ERA, and yeah, it can be effectively played from these kind of positions, in my opinion. So let's summarize all pros and cons before we jump forward. Well, pros. Do we have any pros? Well, yeah, some. Great protection, right? Frontal protection and ERA. Damage rates, yeah, 1100 is actually perfect. And turret traverse, which is good for main battle tanks. It is good. 47.96 degrees per second. Well, and now comes the cons. Long aim time, accuracy, long reload time, mobility. Oh, it's terrible. There's no mobility on this tank. Camo and vision. All right. Well, good question. How to play this tank in the game, especially in PvP mode? So let's try to fix some main cons fast. And main cons are aim speed and accuracy. Therefore, I would suggest to pick following retrofits: AR targeting, that will decrease largest aim cycle size by 5%. It will improve aim speed by 5% as well. Then improved drive, that will improve aim speed by 10% significantly, and turret traverse speed by 5%. And then improved barrel lining, that will improve rate of fire by 12.5% and will decrease largest aim cycle size by minus 5.5%. For drive, I would suggest off-road driving, this skill, to enhance acceleration for situations if we are gonna ram opponents, so we need speed for that, and just for a bit of mobility improvement in general. And battering ram, this skill to increase ramming damage up to 150%, because dozer blade, what we looked at before, gives 100% improvement, and this skill gives another 50%. For gunner, I would suggest quick draw, which will improve our aim time by another 10%, and sharpshooter skill, that will increase our precision by decreasing maximum spread by 5%. And for loader, I would suggest rapid fire, 2.5% rate of fire improvement, and explosive shells. That will give us 10% module damage chance additionally to our hash rounds, 35% what we have on these rounds. And if we combine all that with Sabrina, it will be just sweet. One thing to mention before we jump forward is that at level 5, driver will give additional plus 5 halter vest and plus 10% terrain resistance boosts. Gunner will give plus 10% aim speed and plus 5% target vest speed improvement, and Gunner will give us plus 2.5% fire rate. So now let's total up all that and check have we fixed that initial con or not. With this setup we should improve accuracy by 15.5%, dropping it down to 0.338. Aim speed improved by 25%, impressive, dropping it down to 7.5 seconds. Reload time should improve by 15%, down to 12.75 seconds. Turret vest improvement by 5%, module damage improvement chance by 10%, and ramming damage up to 150%. And we should remember that when we unlock improved gun optics, it will improve our accuracy down to 0.3, which is alright for this caliber and these kind of shells. When our gunner will reach level 5, it will improve aim speed to 6.75 seconds, and reload time by loader will be improved down to 12.43 seconds. I think this Centurion AVRE can be very challenging but not less interesting tank to play at the end. Definitely not for beginners, but nevertheless I think we will witness many nice explosions and fires created by these tanks, devastating ammunition, cool ramming episodes, and opponent trolling from hull down positions. And if we pick Sabrina as its commander, then oh my, combining her with explosive shells, load skill, and hash rounds, this ammunition, and defense ability, we get staggering module damage rates. Oh my, fire supporters and module damagers, your day has come. This tank will be your favorite for years to come. What do you think about that? Write down that in the comments. How do you set up this tank and how you prefer to play it? That is it for this tank. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you like it, give it a like. Do not forget to subscribe. I wish you a good luck in a gaming, and I will catch you in the next episode.